Hello and welcome again at Stocks Advisor channel. Today we will talk about company that indeed is very known but also attracted a lot of attention during the latter trading session. This is a BlackBerry traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name BB. And you see that this is now trading really with a step up at now 10.27, still intraday. You see it's dark yellow candle, and of course for a company with a market capitalization of 5.7 billion, this is a huge move, being 13% trade in one day. But also if you look at yesterday's action, it was also quite significant. So in 2 days, from almost 750 we made to almost 1150 plus. It's a lot. And of course now the question is what's next. Overall, of course, it's very pleasing to see that a company like BlackBerry with long history and also actually very magnificent history is now growing overall starting from November. It's a consistent, significant growth. After going just linear go, now we did a step up in November, then volatility reconfirming the levels. And now after actually beginning of the new year, we see a classical growth with a step up. And it, of course, was expected here to make this move like 3 trading sessions ago because of classical technical situation of a step up growth. And after recharging between moving averages 20 and 50 here. But now the question is now what? Because it's very huge move. We see now that intraday the price cannot hold. And if we finish like this with a dark candle, then it looks like a shooting star candle actually. Then that we are having like really declining action, very bearish momentarily, but overall for the company it is actually kind of bullish. So it could be happening a classical cup and candle or U-shaped formation here, because if you look carefully we have a very strong confirmation of trade in this channel. So the newly formed channel here, or let's say the levels, even you cannot really call it classically channel. So these levels, let's call them R1, R2, and thinking of it as a channel, it was really well confirmed for last 1.5 months as a very nice area to play the trade, very strong. So we've been there many times, but now we're above it, so it works as a very strong attractor to this area. And having said that, and looking at the price actions, indeed we can expect the U-shaped formation with the end of this U somewhere inside of R1, R2. And with this having said, this actually will create our and will define our trading strategy. Because also if you look what's happening here, RSI-wise we're overbought strongly, and it means that price wants to go maybe to go down a little bit to restart, and this creates a little bit of momentarily bearish effect. Again, if we finish with the same candle, because also it's a huge market capitalization company. Why is it important? Because sometimes the company which are sub-billion companies or below billion, usually about 500-600 millions, they after this move they can go even higher. But the company which is like several billions market capitalization, there should be a strong confirmation, some news based, and really something strong happening, because you cannot make this let's say price increase if you think of money wise, it's really huge. So momentarily it's calling to return to R1, R2, but no problem for us. It makes a very strong opportunity to grow. And also if you look at MACD histogram, indeed after having this beautiful almost academic example of symmetric negative shape, we are now making with step up positive shape. So most probably it will first decline and then either do a secondary step here or go to the bottom and then restart. Both cases are possible, but at least we will significantly go almost towards zero, because we really need to if it's going to form a new shape, that's what we're hoping as a technical analysis. I will be waiting for it. Then indeed we need to go here to form it and to restart, because restart. Because if you look previous, it was also kind of candle, cup and candle, neglecting this first action by 15th of November. You see this cup and very small candle forming and then growing up. So we could repeat this formation, but a bit higher level. So with this having said, how to trade here, of course we need to be prepared if this is happening to enter at the bottom of the first cup formation, and therefore it's advised to enter in these levels. So anything below R1 and then preparing to enter at the first volatility point, which is about 8. and then actually it forms our first entry position here should the price decline, so it will be here. And then again, if the bottom of the cup, which we're expecting for, will be forming lower, then of course there is another clear support level that was traded many times. It's just around 730 somewhere, so S1 line, and this is, if this is going that level, this would be our second entry position. And if we pierce it downwards, not expected at all, but then should be really something news based, of course some really nasty stuff. If it's going to happen, then we need to be prepared for some strong average down, and of course then we will just need to wait to going, let's say, previous levels historically where it was confidently trading. Then it would be these two lines, this channel, S3, S2, S3. And why all these three are very nice channels? Because first, of course, it's great for candle cap formation expectation. By that time, moving average 20 will be also in that vicinity, so it will be double support. The same will be true for moving for S1 R2. Moving average 50 will be somewhere then in the vicinity, again double support. And for last one as well, it will be moving average 50 is already in that area, so will be very strong support here, even maybe below moving average 200, sorry, the red line, it will be by that time. So this makes all three levels very strong technically speaking, and very good in that sense. Again, the first two levels might play just of R1, V1 and S1, R2 might play just due to technicality. The last one will be really news based if we really decline that level, but anyway, it's both profit oriented. So in this case, it's advised to buy again with 1-2 strategy, meaning that funds you would like to play here, you can split in 5, then you can buy with 1 portion in the first entry position, then average down with 2, and again average down with 2 portions according to the entry levels described here. This way it will be the best optimization of profit versus losses. And again, as just said, it's expected to have first 2 entries by technical situation. The third one should be really some negative news driven. But even if that, we will be prepared, because often people ask at the channel, what's your price target? What's your let's say expectation, how low it can go? And this is often difficult to say purely from technical point of view, because the price targets are not only and mostly not technical based, but they are combination based. Combination, of course, technicality, but not most, it's not most important one. Mainly it's company performance, financial, production wise, etc., etc. So it's not always easy to say, but where technical analysis helps us is to understand till how deep it could go if the negative catalyst comes. So what would be the negative price target? Because then you can take the most strong logical support levels, and those most probably should be the areas where the price can stop. And the reason for that, it's not just because we draw those support lines. The reason for that is that support lines are formed by people entering, big stakeholders entering to the portfolios, and usually this is the situation where if the negative news comes, where they can consider either to keep further the price or to exit. And if they exit, then we really need to go to the next level further. So with this, having said, it means that every support level actually keeps behind a lot of stakeholders, a lot of portfolio holders who will decide either to stop there and hold and then buy more, or to average down if it's a little bit lower than they expected, etc. So it means when they start entering into the game, and they can stop their actual fall. So they can buy those stocks that other guys are selling because they're afraid of this action. That's why we define those lines, and that's why I often say that this could be, for example, if the negative news comes, and this could be the technical based. So with this having said, actually that's all for BB. Again, once the price starts to react upwards, be consistent, don't be too greedy with selling. Okay, here you can maybe hope up to 15% profit, but again, it's advised to sell them, because usually it's better to do consistent. Try other videos. We post many videos daily, so there are always other opportunities. Be consistent, consistently trading positively, rather than trying to become rich from one trade. This is usually not possible, kind of casino style. So with this having said, good luck with BlackBerry, and see you at another episode of Stocks Advisor channel.